Hello everybody, my name is Max Carlson and welcome to my channel. This is my first video and it'll be about my net worth, which is my investments, my savings, and retirement. I'm going to be going through every single one of my accounts and explaining how much money I have, why I have that much money, and what I plan to do in the future. And I would also really appreciate it if you guys could subscribe and like the video, as this is a new channel and it would really help me grow. As a little bit of a background, I'm currently 21 years old and in my last semester of university. I'm going to get my bachelor's degree in May. I have no kids, I'm not married. I also don't have rent or a mortgage, and unless I go out, I don't have food expenses either. I know this might be interesting, but I do have a pretty interesting living situation. So a lot of the finances here might not make sense to people, but I arranged it in a way where, I make a lot of sacrifices, but also has a lot of benefits. I'm also working 2 part-time jobs while in college, and that's where the majority of my income is going to be coming from. I also have a few social media accounts that generate some money, like it's like a side hustle, and I get the occasional odd job, which also helps supplement my income. Starting off with liabilities, the only real liability I have are my student loans, which are at $14,500 right now, and once this semester starts, it'll go around to around 17,000, a bit more. I have no mortgage or rent, as I mentioned, and my car is paid off. I also don't pay for insurance or Netflix because my parents cover that, thankfully. I'm very fortunate for that as well. So for liabilities, it's only my student loans, which have 0% APR, 0% interest on them currently. My student loans currently aren't accruing interest and don't accrue interest until 2027. So I am not paying them off, even though I do have the money to pay them off. But why would I pay them off if I don't have to, The only side effect, the only bad negative effect of it is my credit score suffers a little bit, but I'm not planning on buying a house or a car anytime soon, so it doesn't really affect me. So getting into my assets, my first asset or my first account is going to be my checking account. And in my checking account, I have $15,906, which is kind of crazy saying it because I didn't have this much money up until a few months, so for the last few years, the most amount of money I've had in my checking account was like $1,000, $2,000 max. And the reason I have this much money in my checking account is I kind of want to have a emergency fund, and also I want to reach that 17,000 figure. That's going to be my student loan. So just in case something does happen, I have that money there and I can pay off my student loans and I don't accrue interest. Something you're gonna notice about me is in my videos, I hate interest. It burns your money away, basically. So I try to avoid interest as much as possible. My second account is my high yield savings account, which I currently have $1,000 in, but I'm transferring another 500 in from my checking account just because I'm able to get 4%, which, rather than having money in my checking account, I'd rather have it in my savings account. And I'm slowly doing this because I don't want to just deplete my checking account. And also, I'm very suspicious of these new, I opened a new savings account with a new company. I'm kind of just suspicious, so I want to slowly move my money there. Don't want to just put it all in one place. My third account is my Roth IRA, which is on Robinhood. I don't currently work. As I said, I'm in college, so I don't have a company plan, but Robinhood does have a 1% deposit bonus and a 3%, I believe, if you get the Robinhood Gold. So this would be a good time to go use my link in the description. If you sign up, you get a free stock, I get a free stock. So if you could help support me, that'd be awesome, because I do not get monetization in any other way. I don't get any money for the views. I don't have any sponsors. So it'd be much appreciated if you could sign up to Robinhood. And it's literally free money. You just gotta make an account. It takes 5-10 minutes. My Roth IRA has $1,747. And I just put in $120 a month. I have 6 stocks and $20 into it monthly. And this is my Roth IRA, so I have companies like Realty Income and Vici, which I hope to, once I retire, I could use the dividend income I get from these stocks. So these are not the stocks I typically buy. I will talk more about my stocks in my brokerage account. Those are more high growth, and the ones in my Roth IRA are for income, for dividend income. So I didn't know whether or not to include my car because I do have a pretty crappy car, which is not worth much, but I looked it up. It's a 2007 Prius, but unfortunately, beginning of last year, I got crashed into, so that really depreciated the value of the car. So it's around, let's say, like $1,000 which I could probably get more for it, but it's actually $1,000 for now. Now moving on to my main brokerage account, which is also my biggest account. I have $35,965 in the account, and it's actually pretty low right now. I've seen a lot higher numbers, but the market's not doing too well in the last few weeks. Talking a little bit about my brokerage account, I buy a lot of high growth stocks, and I also don't sell stocks. I haven't sold a stock in like I believe a year or two, maybe. I follow this guy named Joseph Carlson, which is why my channel's name is Max Carlson, because I really like his investing psychology and his methodology. And I basically just follow him, not in everything he buys, but he does do a lot of research, does a lot of good ideas. So some stocks that I recently bought, for example, I bought Netflix, not just because of the Discovery deal, but also because I just feel like Netflix is such a dominant company. They keep on making, cash flow, a consistent cash flow. They keep on growing. Their biggest expense is just like making content, which Warner Brothers Discovery will help with. But Netflix, I feel like in the future has a lot of growth potential. People are just so used to it. It's kind of underrated. I also bought MasterCard recently, which is, like I said, these are the types of stuff Joseph Carlson typically invests in. He talks about in his videos. One of the biggest things that affected my account was my two biggest positions are Microsoft and Google. I bought Microsoft around like 2 years ago and then didn't really put much into it, and it's done pretty well since then. But around like 6-7 months ago, when Google was going through it, it was really down. Joseph Carlson basically said like, there's two losses going on, plus like all this AI stuff, and that's why Google's down. But like these lawsuits are gonna pass. Even if they lose, eventually it's gonna pass. And Google is working on AI. AI is not gonna get rid of Google, which he was right in all three things, and that really paid off because I believe my Google position's up like 70-80%, which is, and I put some good money into I think like $5,000-$6,000. So that was one of the best trades of my life. So I'll definitely keep following Joseph Carlson. My account just has lots of high growth stocks, a lot of big tech in there. Like I said, Google, Microsoft. I bought Broadcom around like 3 years ago, which was also, Joseph Carlson was promoting it. One of the stocks I bought recently that hasn't been doing too well is Duolingo. I bought, I think 5-6 shares of Duolingo, and it's down like 30%, but I believe it'll come back up. I just didn't expect that big of a drop, but you win some, you lose some, so it's completely fine. I used to put money like a lot more aggressively into my brokerage account. I kind of just didn't have anything else. I would just constantly buy stocks and then just keep it there. But now I'm trying to diversify more, get out of risk, have money ready, have like emergency fund, so I don't just have everything in stocks. Another one of my accounts also on Robinhood is my crypto account, and that has $938. As you can tell, I'm not too big into crypto, but I have Bitcoin. Basically, that's it. I think like I have some Dogecoin from like 5 years ago, which I just hold on to because it's like $100 or something. But like I said, I just keep buying Bitcoin. It dropped quite a lot, so I'm planning on putting some more money into it. And I feel like crypto definitely has a future. It's a good idea. Maybe it might not completely take over, but I think it would be a mistake not to be invested in it. And like I said, this account is on Robinhood. And if you want to create your own Robinhood account, use the link in my description. And you get a reward, I get a reward. The reward is typically $5, so think of it as a free $5. But when I signed up, for example, I forget which stock it was, but I got a $45 stock, which, when you're first starting out, especially, is a really nice way to start off because you're starting off with $45 profit. Now, moving on to my last asset is cash. Up until this month, I only had around $500-$600 in cash. In this winter break, I was fortunate enough to work for 3-4 weeks, and I got paid in full cash. So that was really nice, and I have a lot of cash lying around right now, which I was thinking about depositing it in the bank, but I might just keep it, store it somewhere, keep it safe. It'll be like my emergency fund. My cash is $8,990. December was also my most profitable month of the year. I made really good money because, as I mentioned, I had 2 part-time jobs. Plus, I had this gig that went on for 2-3 weeks where I was working a lot. So I was not on vacation, that's for sure. At the end, it paid off. So the numbers keep changing, and when I last calculated it, a lot of stuff has happened since then. So I'll put the exact number up here when I edit this video, but my net worth is around $50,000, which is crazy to say out loud. Another crazy thing is I don't tell anyone in my close circle or my friends, so it's hard to celebrate on your own, you know what I mean? And hence why I'm trying to not give away my identity, because I don't want people to know A lot of rich people, a lot of successful people talk about not showing how much money you truly have. Not that I'm a millionaire or anything, but having $50,000, having not even finished college, when most of my friends are struggling to pay their student loans and have $1,000 car loans monthly. It feels nice, Not that my friends, not that I hate them, but it feels nice to be ahead. They say money grows grows a lot faster from 50,000 and then after 100,000. And I've definitely been seeing that already. Joseph Carlson said this thing, just to paraphrase him. He was saying, at some point in your investing journey, the amount you used to have in your accounts becomes the amount that your accounts go up and down in a day. So what that means is I first started investing with a few hundred, and now there's days where my portfolio was down 2,000 or up 5,000 in a day. Maybe not that much, but it does happen. It's starting to snowball, which is really nice. It's getting a lot faster. My income also grows every year, which helps with that. And I'm trying to not have lifestyle creep. I'm trying to keep my expenses low, maybe even lower, which I don't think I can because they are very, very low. If you like this video, please do subscribe. I plan on, I like this. I plan on making a lot more videos. I want to talk about, my car, which is a really good investment. I want to talk about how I track my spending, because I track everywhere I get money and everywhere I spend money. And then also just some other things I do that I feel, just finance related, because I'm really interested in the field, and I know a lot of people in my circle that are interested in it. So I kind of just listen to videos and then just think about it on my own. But I hope this channel will help with that, and I hope I can find like-minded people. I might not have all the answers, which I definitely don't, because I've only been doing this for a year or two. There's probably a bunch of mistakes I'm making. There's some stuff I'm missing out on. So, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I can do to improve. I know the setting, the sound quality, etc. probably not amazing, but